Hello everyone, this is the Harbinger, this is Wingspan, the Steam edition, and this is my opening hand. So there is a few things to consider here. So the New Holland Honey Eater can be good in certain situations. It can let you get nectar from the grasslands, so it's a way to get food outside the forest. But you can't really guarantee that happening, and the opponent can very well play around it, and the opponent will very likely just try to take the nectar anyway. So you can't really rely on getting food from this guy. The Brown Falcon is an okay way to maybe get another point. Baltimore Oriole is a fine 9-pointer with a star nest that lets you sometimes gain food. If you don't care about giving the opponent food, you can just activate this at all time and you get half a food from it every turn. You can use it to overpay for other stuff. Australian Shelldux sometimes give you another card. Let's look at more stuff. The bad part of that guy is that if you discover a good bird that you don't want your opponent to have, if you can't pick it, you basically give your opponent a free reshuffle of the tray. Spangled Drongo is a nice way to gain nectars when your opponent takes nectars, so it's really hard for the opponent to win the nectar game when you have this guy, so I think we might consider picking this guy up. It's not food advantage, so it's hard to press for food advantage while you have this, so maybe we want this and the Oriole here. This guy and the Honey Eater is kind of an anti-synergy since this Spangled Drongo wants the opponent to take nectars, while this one wants the opponent to not take nectars. However, it's also kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't situation for the opponent there. So you're basically guaranteed to get nectar all the time. Maybe that's actually the thing we are doing. We are just basically guaranteeing that if there's a nectar in the food tray, we will get it. It's a weak accumulation of food, though. Let's see what's in the bird tray here. Mockingbird and the Pesquit's parrot. Another way to gain nectars from the opponent here. Well, I don't know. I very well liked Mockingbird, though. That makes me a little bit more likely to walk away from the Shelduck that we might have been considering. So the thing about the Mockingbird is that it's really good to activate more guys that are really good. So if you are looking for a specific, so if you have a specific card that's very good to activate, you can do it more times. This is your typical main duck, your Gala, your Mute Swan, and that kind of jazz. So picking up this thing would be really good. And actually, in a case we managed to push this into the wetlands, the Spangled Drongo and the New Holland Honey Eater will actually be really good for us to be gaining food outside activating the forest. So I think this isn't the worst thing to take here. We take these two, we take the Mockingbird, and we try to look for really good stuff in the wetlands here. All of these three are going to be the same. Nest types. I think we're going to do site selection expert here. We are not playing 3 to 5 birds that can only live in the forest if we're going for this kind of strategy here. So I think we just have to endure this idea here. Start by picking up the Northern Mockingbird. This is a risky strategy we are doing here, but I find it amusing to pick risky strategies when we hopefully can make it pay off. So let's play the Spangled Drongo first. What did the opponent take? Opponents played. Ooh, that might be bad for us if the opponent decides not to go for a forest game at all, and we are basically playing out the Spangled Drongo in the hope that the opponent will put that out for us, but the opponent also played out the Carolina Chickadee, so they may very well be intending to help us out here. Now let's play it like this and take 2 nectars for ourselves first, that we can push out the northern mockingbird as is, and then we can start to look for good stuff. And hopefully we will be getting at least one of these nectars from the opponent. We did. That means we can play out the new Holland Honey Eater already now, and then we can then we have this filled column. Then we can start to look for more and better cards. So let's go really clear. Purple Martin is precisely the kind of card we are looking for here. So it's gonna be played as fast as possible here, meaning we need eggs and we need more food. Specifically need a nectar or a rodent, or vertebrate, sorry. So this will be the perfect time to activate the grasslands here and take the nectar with the new Holland Honey Eater. Then we can play the Purple Martin for the eggs and the nectar we just took, and this is gonna also give the Northern Mockingbird bird to repeat. So it's just very good synergy with what we are trying to do here. And yeah, we are off to a great start here, I would say. Now what we are looking for now is just more stuff to fill out our wetlands here. Atlantic Puffin could be a okay bird, but I'm not too sure that is something we actually want to play here. But since we kind of want to build up a 5 activatable birds habitat here, I'm gonna tuck the American White Pelican to try to find something more in the idea of our game plan here, but we couldn't. The common cuckoo is certainly something I'm going to. Oh, that's niche. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the Spangled Drongo doesn't only gain nectars if the opponent gains nectars from the forest. They actually gain nectars when they gain from other sources as well. That means that every time they activate the Nightingale for 1 nectar from themselves, they give 2 to us. That's okay. That's a really good combo for us. That's not gonna happen in a player versus player environment, but yeah, that's neat. I was going to say, I think we want to play out the common cuckoo because they will give us a lot of free eggs. But I was also going to say we probably have to wait until we get 2 nectars. But we're getting 2 nectars a turn now, so that's just grand. This is gonna give us so many eggs to put into the correct nest types here. So really happy about that. And let's just make the opponent give us the eggs we want. Sandhill Crane. That is going to be interesting. If we are lucky enough to pick up the main duck, then we will very well be happy that we have one of those guys. And let's tuck away the pink-eared duck here, as I kind of want to talk a little bit about the Lincoln's. No, I don't want to talk about this guy. I want to talk about similar birds. I want to talk about birds like the common nightingale here, because there are several birds that lets you gain grains, and it might be very tempting to play a sandhill crane combined with, for example, the common nightingale here, and have a bird that gives a grain, and then have a bird that spends that grain to tuck 2 cards, and that might feel very powerful. Just remember that you're basically getting a 2-point combo over 2 birds that also give a grain to your opponent, and that's not really that powerful. It's basically the same power level as activating this guy twice, but over 2 birds, but you don't have you are also giving points to the opponent, which is not a good thing to do. Ooh, Tui, another need nectar to play bird. let's see. We come on, Coco doesn't have an S type. If we yeah, I think we just continue to look for the things we want here. The ruddy duck. I don't think we're playing the masked lapwing in this environment here. So there is something to be said about playing the ruddy duck. We would be gaining additional cards, and gaining these additional cards is very useful for us to find cards we really want to play. And it's a little bit late to be starting to do this, so it might not be worth it. But if we can manage to pull out a wood duck mute zone or that kind of thing because we do this play, I think that's gonna be the correct one. We are having a very very bad setup as it currently is, so I think we kind of want to push for that kind of impact here, else we are just not gonna have a proper game plan at all if we not taking that risk and try to find the thing we want to do here. So neither of those. Let's try to find 2 more stuff. Gray catbird is certainly a possibility to be played here. Not gonna discard the catbird, but gonna discard this guy. Eastern Rosalia is a nice way to gain more food. I think we're gonna activate the ruddy duck again. Yes, because we need to find a payoff for this thing to work here. Let's play out the gray catbird. Take this, take another nectar, push a tufted titmouse in there, and get out a final food we need to be playing this guy. So this is basically a huge gamble. We are trying to cycle through enough of the deck that we can find a bird that will let us gain some amount of points there, or else we're just gonna have a really bad time here. I think 1, 2, 3. That's not it. Those are not it. That's not it. And that's not it. Tuck, or discard. Thank you for the nectar. Let's try to find it once more. Kelp Girl's not it. Red Water, Barn Owl, not it. Not it. Not it. And those are not it either. Discard. Noisy Miner could be a nice payoff bird, but it can't be played in this habitat here, and it's a little bit late to pivot. Oh, a chaffinch would have been perfect now, actually. Or the shift the one that can be played in the wetlands. Thank you. We want those eggs. I should have discarded the nectar to draw a 5th card. Yeah, this is gonna be this is probably gonna be a complete failure of strategy here, but if not anything, we could at least draw half the deck here. Or we probably haven't been close to drawing half the deck either. Oh, there we have enough eggs. We have enough food, so it's just about to actually draw one of the payout birds. it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen in enough time. But there it is. There he is, the payout boy. Oh, this is just like holding out for a hero, and then we finally find our hero. And we have enough stuff to activate him. We get to activate him twice. Oh, that's just gonna be okay. Took something that discard something that's not him, and we are gonna play him. we are gonna play him out, and that's gonna be the perfect way to end this miserable bad faith. We should not have done this. We shouldn't have done this, and we are not punished. And yeah, we shouldn't be this lucky. So we have quite a few cards in hand here, but we are gonna try to tuck them all. So yeah. This is we got what we tried to do here, but I don't think it's the best thing to do. But this is probably the most compact, the most point per actions I've had ever playing this game. We're getting 5 points here. Then we are getting 5 more points here for 10. And then we are drawing 2 cards, that's fine. Then we are taking another point here for 11, and then we are taking 5 more cards here for 16 points. Oh, just imagine if we had managed to do this one more time, then we could have tucked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and we can draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could have done this 1.5 more time here and gotten yeah, 20 more points. If we just had drawn, the chaffinch a little bit earlier, we would have been very much golden. But yeah, we took a huge rift. We took a huge risk. I mean, we made it happen in the end, but we didn't get the payoff soon enough to get it to be a decent score. I think 17 points from Birds Played is not gonna. It's not gonna hold off. We are we tucked 32 cards the two last turns, but that's not enough to. That's not enough to make it happen here. I think we are gonna win, but we're not gonna get a good score. So we might not even. Yeah, 95 points. That's what we get from just doing a really awful dig for the common shift chef play. But we made it happen. We didn't deserve to win this game, but it's really fun when you try to get stuff like this happen, and we actually do it. But the thing is, we had like what, 17 cards in hand here. This is 17 things we could have tucked to the engine. If we had picked up this guy 2 turns earlier, we would have had a lot more points on our hands, because these 17 cards here in hand would have been points. We would have activated this habitat for one more card every time, so that's also another point every turn. And we could also have done the trick where we tuck all the cards to this guy, then we can use this grey catbird to draw more cards from Rudder Duck, then the Rudder Duck draws more cards, then we tuck a card to Purple Martin, and then we can activate the Shift Chef again to just tuck these cards, then we don't have to discard a card, 2 cards at the end of the round, so we get to sheet out more activations there. So This is actually a really powerful engine if we get it online fast enough, but we didn't get it online fast enough. And yeah, you shouldn't have to be saying that it's a really powerful engine. That should be obvious when you got 32 points from activating twice here. But yeah, we we managed to live the dream, but we didn't get to live the dream long enough for this to really pay off. But yeah, we did activate it for 16 points twice. Actually, let's just do the math there. If we just if we have no cards in hand at the start of the round, we draw 4 cards, then we took 4 cards here, that's 4 points. Then we activate the Rudder Duck twice, that's drawing 4 cards. Then we took 1 here, then we activate this again. So that's, yeah, it would have been a 9-point engine in a vacuum, but with a large supply of cards on hand, it's a 16-point engine, and we could have run that for we had a lot of fuel in tanks, so we could have run that for a few times. Yeah, not my not my best score, but yeah, it's pretty lucky to hit one of these payout birds once we since we were digging for it. Would you have done the same thing, or would you have gone in a completely different direction? Let me know in the comments below. I don't think I would have done this in a actual game that mattered, but I did it here, and yeah. Sadly, I wasn't punished, so I didn't manage to learn anything, but that's just the state of the game. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Harbinger. I've been playing Wingspan, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!